Hello, hello, hello. Live, 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 live. We grab this here. Grab that. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody is doing good. Hi, Becca. How you feeling? How you feeling? Just out here for shot a video for a Wakeater. I'm using the product on dirty surfaces. The stuff slaps. What's up, everybody? David, how you doing, bro? Wes, how's it going? What's up? I got I'm gonna walk you through how to install the Wakeater ceramic coating on this car that I'm actually cleaning. We use the Wakeater Rinseless wash I created. How's everybody doing? So I created a rinseless wash for Wakeater. It's a fish safe. So it has non-ionic surfactants where you're coming out of the boat. You could wash the side of the car and if it hits the water, we don't have to worry about fish dying. Can you guys hear me? Yes or no? Hopefully you can hear me. So here's what we got. I am installing this ceramic coating here. I already did this whole side of the car because I shot a video on this vehicle. I'm using the liquid sunshine for all the door jambs. Smells insane. I went over everything in that video. Video is going to drop soon. And then I have to polish paint. So we're going to polish paint here. I have in front of me uh, this Ford FTX. I'll show you the paint itself. And this coating is wild. I'm going to show you what it does to black trim. It's absolutely divine. It's 3 to 5 years. We say that because on a boat, we never want to try to fabricate how long it truly lasts because you know how boats work. When it hits the salt water, you want it to last against the abrasion with salt hitting the side. So I'm using end games as my polish, and then we're gonna get cooking. We're gonna get cooking here. So let me show you the paint here. Man, he takes good care of it. So I'm doing a light one step cut on this. It's an old truck. You can see the swirls, things of that nature. Freshwater, you got to wait 24 hours before it goes into freshwater, 5 days before it goes into saltwater. And we're only going to say 3 years. On a car, though, it's going to last longer than 3 years. It's nuts, dude. Well, I'm going to show you how to apply it. We're going to cut this paint here, and then we're going to panel prep it, and I'll show you what that looks like. Yeah, thanks, man. We worked hard on those labels. It took a long time to get there. All right, so I'm using Buff and Shine's maroon pad. I'm doing that for a reason. Harder paint. And I want to show you the hydrophobic. So I'm doing a quick buzz through for a reason because the paint's pretty good. So I just want to seal in the gloss with the ceramic coating. And we made it. Use whatever panel prep you want. It doesn't have to be. It does work on every single surface, including glass. 4 ounces is 250 bucks. Now you get a good car wash with a bucket of rinseless and stuff. We found a couple houses that we want over there, but the issue we're having is we just got to sell our house so we can make moves. We're good, but yeah, you can actually wash your car with a bucket and water. You don't need a pressure washer. I'll show you. So we created a fish safe, is what we're calling it. Rinseless wash, super lubricious. Does not leave protection behind because you can't put polymers in it or and call it fish safe because that's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna apply it, and I'm gonna show you the hydrophobics on the other side. Like I said, quick buzz, quick buzz. Do you need a pressure washer? Are you looking for a home direct in Chicago? No, it's gonna be like Woodridge area. We're looking at Oshawanda. Don't know how to say it, bro. Um, over there in Oswego. I don't know how to say that word. You can use a Sunjo uh, pressure keg. You can use a pressure keg for it. You can do a lot of things to get your car clean. It doesn't have to be a pressure washer. You can use a water hose. You can take it down to a coin machine and do your work there too. Come home and finish it with a rinseless wash to take the majority of debris out. We'll go through the coating application. Let me cut this paint real quick. And then if you want, I could do a rinseless wash outside with the new fish safe boat rinseless wash. And show you how that works. Check this out. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna walk through the installation of this, B Riley, but I'm also going to show you the hydrophobics on the other side that I coded an hour ago. So if you're putting this on vehicles, it works for every surface. It doesn't matter if it's plastic, it doesn't matter if it's paint, glass. I'm gonna show you all that too. But we made this to be a Swiss Army knife, and it's also stout. It's about 55% solid. If you're gonna use it for the sea, right? If you have a boat that's gonna be in salt water, you gotta give it 5 days to cure. If you're going into fresh water, 24 hours and you're good to put the boat in the water. Yeah, this is our products. We created it. I took a year or close to a year to create it. It was a while, bro. It was a while. So check this out. Man, that's rough, Greg. That's rough. But yeah, but I'm using it for cars because 4 ounces of this product, I could do like 5 trucks. And the coating is only $250, bro. That's the wild part. The coating's $250. I'll show you what the pack looks like. Let me cut this real quick. And I might do a giveaway. Let's see how this does. I'm using Endgame. I'm not going for perfection. And bam. Endgame is Endgame is nuts, guys. Endgame is absolutely bananas. Japan's buffer is pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. Let me apply a panel prep to this, and then we'll apply the coating. Now let's go first. Before we apply the coating, let me apply a panel prep. I want to show you what comes in the box because this coating packaging and what we did is way different than anything we've done before for any of our house brands. So Detail Co, Wakeater, the House of Rags. You know what I'm saying? When I say house brands, that's what I mean. That's mine and Jamie's baby. And the reason we made a boat line is because we wanted stuff that could be a Swiss Army knife. And I'll walk through all that. I have a video dropping too. Oh, Wake Eater, because have you ever seen Wake Eater boats? They're pretty dope. And we thought our products eat wakes, right? Eats the stuff that hits back from the wake. And we just like the name, like if you think of the wake of the water, that's where that came from. All right, panel prep. I'm just using this. I like it. Reminds me of Veritas. That's from Innovacare. All right, let's look at what we got here. So let's go over the product line real quick. Let's go over the product line. So we came out. This was our old design, and we wanted something cool. But what we found out is when we went to these wake tours, they don't mess around when it comes to their boats. So a lot of people were put off because it looked unprofessional, right? So we went back to the drawing board. We're like, all right, we'll keep this for the towels because that looks good on the shelf. But if you look at our new packaging and design, here's what we decided to do a lot more. We wanted an easier to read design. This is an acid. Hard spot is a straight acid remover, and this is for water spots. Anything that crusts up, you need to wear gloves with this. You want to be very careful. Do not let it dry. We took our time with the directions. They're very stout, and we put all the SDS stuff here, and the SDS is on our website. So this is our acid, our like hard acid, like you need it, Energo level. We tested that against Energo and a couple acid removers. This detail spray is a pH of 3. It's super slick, super hydrophobic. With this detail spray, though, it is smells insane. It's beautiful, and I've already put a dent in it. It works on all surfaces. You could use it as a rinse aid. You can use it as a drying aid, things of that nature. And then we have Triple S. Triple S is an interior clean and protect. That's pretty nuts. So clean, shine, protect, and it cleans so good. Cleans so good. Directions on the bottle, how to use it. And this is our interiors for all boats, all surfaces, works for leather, works for anything like that. Hello, everybody. And then this baby is original name for this was supposed to be pull out. And you know how you pull the boats out of the water, but people thought it was vulgar. So we went with liquid sunshine. This could be used to clean up anything outside of the car, outside of the boat, trim plastic. You do want to read the instructions because for glass here, it tells you to cut it because you might get smearing, but it leaves behind crazy protection, super slick, and it's nuts. And then we created a ceramic coating that is just pure insanity. So I'm going to show you the hydrophobics on the other side. Okay. This ceramic coating took a while to develop because we wanted something different than anything on the market. 107 degrees contact angle. You get 4 ounces. It's a pH resistance of 0 to 14. It's 55% solids. It's 4 ounces of product. It's UVB, UVA protection. Again, if you're going to use it for salt water, you have to wait 5 days before you go into the water with salt. Fresh water is a full day. On your car, it's 1 hour. Here's what you get inside of the box. You get beautiful packaging. And then we went with this. So we went with a little thicker, more elastic, so it doesn't break as easy as some of the other stuff on the market. And then you can flip it over. It's a little plushier. And then you have Wakeater here. You have two. One would do a whole boat. We gave you a second one, so you could go back and use it. After you use these, you can use it for inside plastics. And this is how you get it. It comes like this. And put that 1 second. And I have a full video coming on how to use all these products. Probably Monday. I gotta edit it. So this is how this comes in here when you buy it. Now we didn't want to rape everyone in cost, so it's 250 for this coating, but you get 4 ounces. All right, let's apply it to the vehicle, and I'll show you the hydrophobics on the other side. Triple S has a scent. Yes, they all have scents. So let's go through scents. We went with the beachy tropical vibe. So this smells like acid. Do not smell that. This smells like a tropical fruit drink, a little mango hints. It's beautiful. Yeah, we haven't. We could do the applicants, but we didn't go that route yet. We don't have it in mass production yet. So this is a tropical banger. Smells insane. It does not streak. I'll show you in direct sun right now. This one smells like coconut, a little aquatic, fresh blueberries. Pretty nuts. This one is fresh linens, like you just washed your clothes. Yeah, don't smell the acid. And if you look at our boxes, we put all the stuff on all of our products now because we're taking this stuff serious. We don't play around. And then let's look at applying this. So I used this on the other side of the car. I went around the emblem so it cut it, but you can see how thick it is. Make sure you shake your bottle. Oh man, you gotta send that. And it looks like syrup. That's enough to do that whole panel. So this is enough to do the actual whole panel. Remember, it's thick. There's no solvent smell. And then I come across all the way down. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna do this whole panel. You could do circles, you could do whatever you want. The indicators on this, it'll haze a little bit, 2 or 3 minutes, and then you could do it. It's not hard to apply. Can The question we're gonna get, can you do it in direct sunlight? Well, it's a marine coating. We made it so you can use it outside. We made it so you can use it outside, right? So grab this, make sure I come in. And this coating is stout, bro. Stout. We hit it with some chemicals on the way out. There we go. I could do this whole thing. It's not, you'll know when you need to apply more because it starts to get dry and grabby. All right. So I did the whole door. I could do the whole door, move on to this one if I would have cut that paint, but I didn't. So you do the whole door, let it sit. While that's sitting, I want to show you the hydrophobics on this side of the panel. So I already did this. So you see how glossy that is? So let me get the water here. 1 second. Okay. I'm waiting for the other side. 1 to 2 minutes, you should be able to wipe it off. And I want to show you hydrophobics. This was on here for less than an hour. No, this is Wakeater, new marine coating. We put it on glass. This is what it looks like on glass. What do you guys think? That's nuts. So yeah, and like I said, 1 hour. You could full sand. You could wash this in 24 with pH neutral soap, caustic soaps. Wait the full 5 days, and then you dry. Still slick. Yep. And I didn't coat that glass, just this one for testing purposes, just to show you guys. And then here you go. So you have this, you have that. So then we have I have a rinseless washing here that's fish safe boat. It's fish safe, super slick. Does not have any polymers that could kill fish because polymers kill fish. So back to this side. So we did durability. Talking to the chemist, right? We had the ability to say, look, it's 5 years, but I don't want to lie to everybody. When you're using any type of coating that is for the marine, 3 plus. For cars, over 5 for sure. Wakeater Rinseless just got approved today. This is the 7th variant because the rest suck my, you know what. So you wipe doesn't get grabby. So I'm gonna go through, wipe everything, and then we're gonna do a natural buff. And it's the slickness is rivals that of luminous. The hydrophobics are almost on par with luminous diamond. And then I'm gonna show you something righteous here. Because what separates this from like a normal ring coating is surfaces of that are non-painted or gel, right? I wanted to add darkening effect to it. I wanted to add some type of texture as to not allow it to just be just a normal coating. Buff that off. There you go. Yeah, so we just approved it today. Let me take you over here and I want to walk you through ceramic coating with Wakeater black plastic. So you see how bad these plastic look? Would you agree those are terrible? Over a year plus. Year plus opened, 2 to 3 years unopened. All right. Now I want to show you this part here. A year plus opened. Yeah. So this rinseless wash show is pretty nuts. So I already cleaned the car here. Can you guys see that? Put a little coating here. We wanted to give it some structure where it will restore plastics. Yeah, I detail my neighbor's cars sometimes when they ask me to do it. So do you see that? The darkness, we added richness back to plastic. It'll stay like that. I don't have to level. It penetrates. 1 or 2 minutes, up to 5. If you're outside, give it watch your temps. So we wanted a coating that does it all, but does it very well. Just why this took so long to make. Look at that. That restored the plastic. That's gonna stay like that for like a year plus. What's up, everybody? We're going over the Wakeater product here, showing you how it does on paint. I showed the hydrophobics of it. It's pretty nuts. Yeah, it's pretty wild, dude. It's gonna drive me crazy if I can't get around that. And it doesn't take much. Look. You guys see that to that. All right. But yeah, so it does restore plastics, just so everyone's aware. And look, bro, look, no cap. One product, dude. How long have you been detailing? A long time, man. When I was a kid, I did it for at the neighborhood that I lived at in a mobile home park in Florida. I did it with my dad, professionally here over 7 years. Look at this. This coating is touched by God, bro. When have you seen a ceramic coating that's used for paint work like this on plastic? Let me know in the chat. I'm interested. We wanted it to be easier, bro. Bro, this is nuts. Now, look, you guys, you have to turn back the video because look how this looks now. And you can tell I missed the spot here because that's as white as Michael Jackson. Rest in peace, my guy. So it restores plastic to work on all surfaces. It works on metal, plastic, paint, and on paint, you just get crazy gloss like that. On paint, you get this is white too. You get crazy gloss. You can see what it did to the plastic here. Um, we did the whole door here. Now I got to polish this door and then get going. But let me answer you guys' questions while I have you. Let me set this up. All right. What kind of questions you got? Um, because you remember when we started detailing back in the day, when you wanted a coating that could help against water spotting, when you wanted a coating that was like salt resistant, we would have to go to the space of marine to get that. So I wanted everyone in detailing to say, look, if you want to buy 4 ounces of something nuts that you get great hydrophobic, super slick, super glossy, works on all surfaces, this does it. But it's made for marine, but you can use it also in the application of a car or a vehicle. So I'm just showing you like it's a Swiss Army knife, man. You know what I mean? But what's the difference between this and another coating? It's got UVB, UVA protection, abrasion against salt. You can do a second application, but you don't need it. So for me, it's like back in the day, we used marine coatings as our top tier coating. I'm telling you right now, $240 for $49, you get 4 ounces of this. That's 5 of these trucks. If you just do just the truck, no glass, right? You'll get less if you do plastic, etc. too, because you're putting everywhere else. No, it's not. We gave people dwell time because if you use it outside, you don't want it to cure too fast because it'll cause other problems for users. So you leave it on 1 to 2 minutes, anywhere 1 to 2 to 3, and you buff off. Yeah, we made it. It's made for the ocean, bro. So if you wait the 5 days, it's 0 to 14 on a pH scale. If you made it abrasive to salt, to getting battered. But yeah, Chris, I mean that's the whole goal of this, bro. And you could tell the coating adds darkening because look at my glove. Wild. All right, what other questions do you have? I don't mind answering it. What products we have coming out? We have three other products coming in line. One was approved. It's called Overboard. That one's going to be a lactic acid with protection because I wanted. Remember, boats are susceptible to water spotting, right? So you want something for the water spot. So you have light, which is the detail spray. I think it's acidic of 3. You have a hard spot, which is like the gnarly one. Respect it. Do not let it dry. And then you have overboard, which is in between for the medium water spots that leave behind protection. Yeah, it's a good price. We're not here to rape everybody on price. We just want everybody to be able to use it and love it. Like we put a lot of time and effort, like a lot of time and effort in the design and the logo. We wanted it to be when you look at it on the shelf. We gave you what it is right here. We gave you instructions in depth. We wanted it to be nice on the shelf, but also a great product. No, it's flexible. That's why I'm showing you too. So it's a flexible. The high solid content is no different than like diamond. Diamond is a high solid content, so it's made to still be flexible. Yeah, we did it right, and we wanted it to be like something that you could be proud of to picking it up. What other questions do you have? Do you want to see the rinseless wash outside on the car? I don't mind doing that for you. Let me know. How's Nemesis the best rinseless wash? Only 26 bucks. I could have charged 50, but I went plus cost plus. I did it for the culture. Can I ask an off-topic question? Yeah, be Riley. Ask whatever you want, bro. What's up? Like, yeah, the original one was meant to be playful, aggressive, and if you're not wondering, was the original design. So we're gonna keep that for the bags because we bought like 10,000 bags or 100,000 bags. But now we have the bags, so it looks good when people pull it up, um, etc. Yeah, I'm hearing too. Which one win a car show? Oh my lord, what a hard question. Is your car flawless from defects? Go with the wax. If you have to do paint correction, go with the coating. No, no sandalwood scent. I'm gonna do like a lemon lime or a peach or something, something fresh. The whole line is aquatic by nature in a scent profile. So we're keeping that theme here. Yeah, let's go do the water. Let's go do the rinse and wash. So the goal of this rinse and wash was to it's just a natural derivative of a surfactant, and we wanted it to be safe for boats. I mean, when you're coming out of the water, not to kill a fish. Like I wouldn't use it in the middle of a freaking river, bro, because that's kind of cancerous. But let's go here. So show you this here. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? All right, cool. All right, so this is diluted 256 to 1. It's been out in the sun all day. And then that's the slickness of it on a sponge. So in case you're wondering slickness, that's what you're getting. You can see the wetting properties. So we're using it outside in direct sunlight. All right, I'll let that dry. I'm gonna dry it off and I'll respray it. How about that? The dry off is beautiful, and that it is on hot glass. So we'll do it on this panel here. We'll let that dry. Yeah, it's safe to use when you're coming out of the ramp off. So if some hit the water, it's not gonna kill Finding Nemo. But you don't want to use it in direct water. That's dumb. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. But off the ramp off, you're good. Slickness, like it's on a sponge, bro, and it's still slick. Wipe off is glorious. We're gonna let that sit in the sun for a bit so you can see it. But that is the rinseless wash. Yeah, no polymers. It's all wetting agents, new green surfactant that's biodegradable, readily biodegradable, non-ionic surfactants. I wouldn't feed it to a fish, fellas, ladies. I would not. I would not. We're gonna let that sit on the panel, and then we're gonna continue to cut paint here. But yeah, what other questions do you got? What other questions do you have? Yeah, we're coming out with the colorways for goats. It's just we have plans, and we gotta do things in we're planning. Bifrost surfactant? No, it's using a different one. So it's using a different type of surfactant. That's between you and God. You kill your fish, that's between what's your meal prep this week? Your scent of the day. Scent of the day this week. I use Chanel and Lion, and then I re-up with Burberry Hero Parfum. And then this morning I ate like 1 cup of egg whites, 4 eggs, uh 30 grams of 30 grams of carbs. Worked out this morning, and then I ate some chicken this afternoon. Yeah, we're gonna do it this year. We're just gonna what do I do for a living? I own a detailing company called the House Rags. Hi car. That's hilarious. Um Yeah, we want to do it. We want to do the shows for sure. We just did. I we launched this product out of a whim because Glossy Chris was like, "Yo, send it to me, give it to me. I'm ready." And I was like, "Well, if we launch products but don't talk about it or don't do videos on it, a lot of people get put off by it." So I have a whole video coming, and the reason I used it on the car because back in the day, I used to use marine coatings for my top tier prices because they were the best at that time. So I was like, full send. Yeah, DIY NVS coming to Thor. Take care, bro. Do you buy the carton of egg whites? Yeah, I buy the carton of egg whites. I buy like 4 a week, and I buy like 6 dozen eggs. No joke. We hard boil 12 at a time. Hello, brushes and brushes. What's up, brother? But yeah, so I showed you how this works on plastic. I showed you on paint. I just gotta do this door and the fender, and then we'll do this water swatch together real quick on this door, and let's get cooking. What else? What other questions you got? I don't mind answering it. Yep, I'm feeling real good, bro. At first, I was like, felt like crap. Now I've been like, I walk for 30 to 40 minutes a day in the morning. I work out in the morning, so my whole day's set up. No, you cannot. You'll no, Vice. It's like Energo. My whole goal was to compete with Energo pre-diluted. So this is style. This one, do not let dry. It says right here, do not let the product dry on the surface. Like there's a exclamation mark right here. No, dude, respect it. No, respect it. This guy like, let it dry. Let it dry. No, dog. You let it dry, he's gonna murk everything. All right. What's this? All right, let's do this door here. Since I did a rinseless wash, I always do the door jams with some type of detail spray. Uh, and right now we're gonna use liquid sun and shine. And then I'm gonna go do this rim real quick. Respect it, bro. And I literally did this whole car with Wakeater products. Yeah, buddy. Smell is insane, bro. One thing I can promise you, this smell is touched by God. Clean that up. Let's do this little fender well situation right here. I never would have made it. Never could have made it. And then while we're at it, that's clean. Let's I always like to do these parts separate. I am gonna polish it. I just want to clean in between. So what's everybody up to this Memorial Day? What you got cooking? So we're applying the wake eater coating. I'm gonna show you how to apply it again. You saw it on plastic. It does God's work on plastic. You saw it on chalk plastic. We'll do this situation in a second after I polish the car. We'll reapply it. And I showed you the water behavior. Who here just came in wants to see the water behavior? Because I'll do that again. Because this whole side I did already. Who wants to see that water behavior? Let me know. Who wants to see it? All right, let's check this out. Remember, this is an hour. If you're gonna put it in salt water, it has to be 5 days. Regular fresh water, just give it 24 hours. If you're doing it for a car, it's it's gonna be 1 hour before you get it wet. So this is 1 hour application before I went live because I wanted to get the half the truck done, so I wasn't distracted. Yeah, wake heater on single stage paint will do good. Just remember that single stage paint is still gonna oxidize under a ceramic coating. That's just the nature of the beast. 1 hour, full send, you get gloss, slickness that rivals anything on the market. And I put it on glass too. Works on glass. There you go. Now let's go over here and let's test this water behavior direct sun, by the way. See if it reactivates. Crazy. That's nuts. All right, let's paint correct this. And what you saw outside was the fish safe rinseless wash that we made that got approved today. What's up, Vice? What's up? If you're wondering what I'm using for the paint, I'm using Endgame. It's an industry that our third partner loves, and Jamie does a lot of boats in the swamp. And we're like, well, I wonder if we could do it. And we wanted something that's like a crossover. So stuff that had a lot of acidic products, stuff that could take acidity out, stuff that's easy for use outside, like a coating, stuff that works. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're aiming for. You know what I mean? I would just use DIYs. DIYs cutting compound could cut gel coat like nothing, like a hot knife, and doesn't dust either. And on the rotary, it just does the work of a saint. I'm using check. That is a panel prep ordeal. Because I wanted to show you can use whatever panel prep you want. We're not coming out with one for Wakeater. I think it's redundant. Doesn't make sense. All right, we're gonna apply the coating. I'm gonna do the whole door here. Grab your applicator and come down like I always do. Make sure I grab everything. And the applicator will tell you if you need to apply more. Doesn't have to be thick with this one because this hole is thick already. She thick. See it's getting dry. Put another dabble, a little double situation, and then I'm gonna come back and just make sure I have no low spots because that's a real thing, guys. Low spots is a real thing. All right, let that ride for about 2 minutes and call it good. Now, while we're doing that, let's restore some plastics. So I was telling you guys earlier, it does a great job at restoring plastics. So I'm gonna put a little double on my applicator, and I'm just gonna do this right here, so you can see. Let's do. You can see. How that restores plastic, works on all surfaces. That's the intended use, guys. Because boats have more than just gel coat. Put it right here. Hey Franco, and thanks for inviting me, you, Greg, and your team, Noah, to Clear Coat Confessions. I had a great time, man. I appreciate you so much. And that's trim, my friends. That's trim. I already have it all over, so I'll let that sit. And when I wipe the door down, it should be good to go. If you're just joining in, we're talking about the new ceramic coating for our boat line, Wakeater. I'll be right back. Just gotta grab a towel. Never would have made it. Never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all. And now I know you were there for me, stronger, wiser. On plastic, you don't touch it, let it ride, let it cook, let it eat. If you get like a high spot at that point in time, I would then go in and level it, but I let that eat. So if you're just tuning in, we went over the whole new Wake Eater line, showed you the rinseless wash. We're applying the Wake Eater coating on this. I showed you the packaging. The water behavior already is out of control. And yeah, so I wait about 1 to 2 minutes and then I'm gonna level. I have a section here. If you get a high spot, reactivate it within the 30 minutes, you're good to go. If you can't reactivate it, then in the words of Franco, just let it ride. What's that mean? What's that mean? Let it ride. I mean, good luck, brother. Good luck. I'm just gonna buff it to a perfection. And you know when you got all the residue off, because the slickness is just nuts. It's real good. I know nuts doesn't really define what slickness is, but it's up there with the majority of the coatings on the market for slickness. I did miss the high spot on here, right here, but he just wiped. Good to go. Good to go. Good to go. So that's what it looks like on a white car. Looks real good, huh? Looks real good. Real good. All right, what kind of questions y'all got? I'm in. I'm in. What we got? I got 19 more sticks to make, then I'm done for a while, maybe next summer. I remember my stick is insane. I can't live without it. I use it for everything. That's my soap bucket. What was the wait time of the coating? Oh, 1 to 2 minutes, maybe up to 5. If you need it, it doesn't require 24 hours. It doesn't require any time, 1 to 2. You'll see it. If it gets too grabby, then do it sooner. If it gets less, like you feel like you're pushing stuff around, just buff it off. If you see a high spot reactivity within the first 15 to 20 minutes, you're good to go. It's pretty easy. What's Brightworks? On average, how many boats or trucks per bottle? This would do a 40-foot boat because it's like 10 mils per. I have to get you the numbers. On a truck, I could do 5 trucks. I probably used an ounce and a quarter here. I probably used a little more because I want a little heavy. I could do a full size 40-foot boat. How did I do it? So the story starts like this. When I started my detailing business a long time ago, I did all my church members for free. I bought 15 ceramic coatings and I coated every church member's car. Went to my friends. I did my Google My Business and I started marketing. And then people would come to my shop. And the first time it was a nightmare because the floors weren't done, the walls weren't done. So I invested in that to make it look presentable, like an actual shop that you'll feel comfortable leaving your car in. And then I just started getting people calling, hey, can I get my detail? Can I get a detail? And I had to start with the dumpsters. Like I started with like my first detail ever. It was like an 8 hour interior, was gnarly. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I learned how to wet sand better. I learned how to paint correct. I learned how to do things that other people didn't want to do. And I started that. That was my forte. That's how I started building my client base. Now I'm so busy that I have to turn people away. And I thank God for that. But it's busy, like to the point where I'm like, nah, I can't get you in for 2 months. They're like, I can't do it soon. I'm like, and you show love to the customers that you have, so they come back. So anytime a customer comes back, um, no, I didn't do I had 50 in mind, but the people that said yes were like 15, 16. I think I did 20 max. Everybody's car on Sunday morning was like glossy. Um, and then, I tried to get certified through G Technic. Owner's Pride was the only one that would take me because of my situation. So I was an Owner's Pride rep. Then I went to Geon, and I was the only one in Idaho at that time that was like Geon top certified to get the lifetime coatings. Did that for a long time, and then Fireball. I've applied thousands of coatings in my time as a detailer. Yeah, it's about 1 year to 1.5 years open. Shelf life up to 3 years, depending on your condition. So if it's going cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, you might want to put some respect in that. Um, but I'm going to use this coating until we come out with something for detail coat as my top tier one for like trucks. That's what I'm gonna use it for. So yeah, we coated this whole side of the car. I still got the front clip to do. Got to dress the tires. Got to. I already wiped it off. Where were you? I already went to the sun and wiped it off. It was dry. I did that like 20 minutes ago. I legit went outside, showed you the rinseless. It was dry. Um, and I wiped that off with a towel. I didn't even reactivate it. I wiped it off the water spots with a towel. No, where were you, dog? I even said, guys, I'm gonna wipe this off. This guy's wild. No, it's crazy. No, it's great. It's just good, Branko. I'm not saying it's touched by God. I just think the stuff I wanted to do, I could use it on all surfaces. So I have one coating where I could do like plastic restore. I could do it for paint. I could do it for glass. I'd rather do that than open three bottles. Does that make sense? You saw what it did on plastic. All right, I'm gonna cut this paint here. That's the only reason I would use it. It's because of the what it does on every all the surfaces. I call this the Eddie technique. I polish a section and I coat a section and I move forward. I go get a smaller polisher for the other section. Here, 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 here. 1 second. Let me get a smaller polish. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, yeah, I put weight heater on. Weight heater's going on every surface of this car. Every single surface in this car, bro. No, this is the scary part about this polisher because the backing plate will hit the plastic part. You see that? So you gotta be super careful with this crap because that backing plate, if you don't lift it or come in like that and try to up it, you're gonna hit this part and cause scratches. I am dreaming tonight of a place that I love. I don't got the extendo. I should get it, huh? I should get to extendo. I do have the flex. Is that what you're talking about? Is it me or does everyone like to overspray panel prep? For me, I like to drench the panel. I want it to do everything. I want it to sit there. That's probably why I go like through 4 or 5 gallons of panel prep a month because I want it to pull all that crap out. You're like, you don't need that much, and you do you, bro. But me and my house, we will spray this panel. Me and my house, we spraying this panel, bro. We're gonna drought it. Go to the body line, go around, come here, come this way, overlap the other section, and then circle it. Circle. And you'll know you need to apply more when and if you feel it dragging. And if you don't know what that sensation is, I can't help you, dog. Like it's dragging right now. Put a little dabble, do you? Come in. Make sure I have no low spots or didn't miss a spot because I'm rushing. Get in that corner. Come all the way down. Grab the top of the lip. Bam. While we wait, what questions you got? 16 ounce per car, you do? Yeah, me too, bro. I use as much fennel prep as I want. And not because I get it quote unquote for free, but because I've been that way my whole life. For me, I wanted to sit on the panel. The only panel prep I didn't do that with straight was Veritas. I'm still torn on using that DIY app versus panel prep, especially on giant trucks. I I mean, do you, bro? I like both. I use both. I use Cam stuff too. I like Cam's juice. Um, his Blue Thunder. You should have called it Blue Thunder. It's nuts. Eddie, are you friends with any of your neighbors? Do you ever hire you? Yeah, I've done across the street named Mark. I've done the cops on the other side. I've done another guy up the road. This is a neighbor's car here. He's like 2 blocks over. Uh yeah, I've done a lot of people's cars in my neighborhood. Flex or liquid elements. Like when you say flex or liquid elements, what are you talking about? I have the new flex polishers. We should probably try to use it, huh? The corded ones. I was gonna test. But yeah, I do a lot of my neighbors' cars. I've done a guy that his friend threw up in a car like 2 roads over. I don't know. App, you can use it. It is more. I don't know if it's more work, but It can be for sure if you have to take out other stuff. But for me, I like camp stuff. I like Fiero. I think Shine Supply makes one too. That's pretty nuts. You know what I'm talking about? It's as easy as that, boys. Look at that. Moving on. Moving on, bro. Make sure the stuff that you got overlapped, that you get it all. It's as easy as that. Yeah, I love camp stuff. Camp stuff is pretty nuts. We should probably use it on this hood, huh? Put camp stuff, see how it reacts. Let me go get it. I like camp stuff. Camp stuff is pretty solid. I like BD beads. I like his interior dressings, wild, and the blue thunder. It's probably the best smelling compound on the planet. And the cool thing about this is it does a real good cut. If you use a different type of wool material. All right. So I'm gonna use Cam's Infinite Gloss. This one does a good job cutting. Vice wants that Cox box. Oh boy. Have a good weekend, EC and everyone. Let's not forget what the weekend's about. Yes, sir. Thank you. Be safe. We're gonna use cams on the hood just to see how Wakeater reacts to it. I don't think it's gonna care, but the cool thing about this too is all right. So what cans polish, you let it sit for as long as possible. You go on this side, you polish that side. What's DAE? Who died? Reggie was he was spitting truth yesterday. I've never seen Reggie like that. First, I was like, my guy's erotic. What's wrong with him? And then when he said he stopped doing the ganja, like that'll do it to you, bro. Ham. You've been doing it for 30 years. Now that'll do it to you for sure. All right. Cam says let it sit as long as possible. We're gonna let that ride for a bit. And then we're gonna cook around top of it. Let that cook for a second. What is the three pH system again? I got confused. Yeah, we'll talk about it. So you have Primus 2.0, foam on, spray off, foam it on again, bucket wash for Primus, and then Purifica if you need it. Reggie off the trees is wild. NB glass. We should have some. I don't think we draft. I think we didn't undraft it because DIY does first. Nate, did that help? Let me know if that helped, Nate. One, one sec. What's going on? Now his whole brain vomits. Yeah, he's cooked. He's he's cooked. I'm working on something here. I'm working on something, guys. That if it's done right, if it's done right, if it's if it's done right, oh, that heat, bro, bring that pressure. So if you're just joining, we are applying the Wakeater ceramic coating on this car. I went over the hydrophobics, went over how it darkens plastic. It does a great job at all that. And hey guys, you remember this part? I forgot to wipe it off. There you go. Doesn't care. That was on there for like 15 minutes. Oh boy. Yeah, it does care. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Rip. Let me put some panic prep. See, Lord help me. Jesus, take the wheel, please. All right, there we go. There we go. Took it off. The panic prep that was not rubbing off. I lied to all of yous. That did not come off. All right. Cam's polish. We wipe off and we apply. You can leave it on for 30 minutes. And it is a primer polish. This hood is cooked. It's got like popping all over. I can't fix it. And I'm not gonna wet sand it because there's not enough clear on here for me. But I'm gonna leave this side alone. No, I got it off. Panel prep took it off. And then we are going to apply Wakeater on the app, quote unquote, side. Just go here and come this way. Do it this way here. So I need to apply a little more juice. I need to apply a little more juice. There we have it, bro. Car's coated. Car's almost coated. What am I talking about? Ooh, she went live. You guys go support her, bro. I'll hang up the phone. I'll hang up the phone so you guys go hang out with Duck Pond. Appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for seeing the products with me. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna go finish this truck. You guys enjoy Duck Pond and appreciate you stopping by. Means a lot. I'm out. See ya.